Good afternoon. The government has imposed fines totalling nearly €179 million on Ryanair and four other low-cost airlines for engaging in abusive practices, such as charging passengers for hand luggage and reserving seats next to children and dependent people. The Minister for Social Rights and Consumer Affairs signed the sanctions, according to a statement from the ministry this morning. The biggest fine was for Ryanair, €107.78 million. Also fined were Vueling, easyJet, Norwegian and Volotea. The fines conclude an investigation which began in 2023. The ministry classified the violations as very serious. This marks the first time that fines of such severity have been upheld by the state in the field of consumer rights, following the ministry's new sanctioning authority granted back in June 2022. Ryanair has been specifically fined for charging passengers an excess amount for printing their boarding passes at terminals when they don't have them. In response, the affected airlines have already announced plans to challenge the fines in court, arguing that these sanctions are manifestly illegal. The Airlines Association criticised the ministry's decision as nonsense, claiming that Spain would become the only EU country seeking to prohibit the practice of charging for cabin luggage, arguing that the fines constitute an illegal interference and an attack on free market principles. The airlines have stated that the cabin baggage policy should remain unchanged. The police are hunting criminals after 400 legs of finest ham were stolen from a gourmet supplier ahead of the festive season. The Iberian corn-fed ham, with its protected designation of origin seal, had been destined for Christmas tables around the world. However, thieves raiding Jamones Elriz in the mountainous region of Andalusia made off with a third of the supplier's stock during the early hours of November 13th. Police investigating the tons of pilfered meat now believe that 5 people were involved in the crime, with suggestions it was an inside job. Each of these stolen legs was valued at more than €500. It comes just weeks after a similarly audacious plot to secure dairy produce, dubbed the Great Cheese Robbery, which saw celebrity chef Jamie Oliver appeal to the public for help. And a man suspected of being involved in a people smuggling organised crime group bringing people from France and Belgium into the UK has been sent back to the UK after absconding. British NCA officers arrested 46-year-old Arsène Fetchi from Nottingham on his return to Heathrow Airport on Wednesday. He had been arrested here in Spain in August, having fled Britain in March 2023, when he was bailed by the courts ahead of his trial. He appeared before Nottingham Crown Court yesterday, charged with assisting unlawful immigration into the UK. NCA investigators believe that Fetchi was involved in buying equipment and sourcing people to staff crossings from France and Belgium to the UK. He was remanded in custody and will next appear at the same court on the 16th of January. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.